Hello, everyone. I believe this is going to be the last one based off of our book. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last one.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Sure. Oh, there it is.
I wish we'd stayed.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why we left.
Yeah. Everyone else was dead and gone.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah. Just literally wanting to leave. Yeah. It's when a
What
tragic
happened that
event
night had been coming for a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Hello, Edith, Finch. Look at that.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Let's do it.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
We're gonna hear them arguing in the hallway.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
In a house like this? No way would you go to a nursing home.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Yeah.
That night, the tide went way, way up.
Yes, baby kitten.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh, are we going to it?
There'd been an earthquake
Oh, we
out
are.
in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
So this is you walking out there.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
But there's the light.
I got turned around. I started seeing things.
Oh dear.
things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Bye.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh yeah, of course she would be. Look at that house. Why would you go to a nursing home
After that, we
bed?
moved around a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I did this in
We
the
both
car
tried to make
too.
the best of it.
Yeah.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Hey,
I'm
this is
still
for the
not sure what to
baby.
tell you about all this.
This is the baby.
If we lived forever,
I'm
maybe
in the
we'd have time
baby
to
place.
understand things.
I'm in the womb right now.
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And
I'm gonna
appreciate
be
how
birthed
strange
right now.
and brief all of this is.
There it is.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh, but
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh, you died in process of childbirth, huh?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
And the sun. The sun is what remains of Edith Finch. A story by Giant Sparrow. I like that they do like child pictures. They went back and tried to find what they looked like as kids for their images. It's got an achievement that says the end of everything, which I'm assuming is just because I accomplished the game and got to the ending. Evan Rogers, gameplay programmer. Ah. these little small references. Animator. Playing on the Game Boy Color, the technical designer with a hookah art palette and an unfinished boat. This is a good credit sequence. It's actually engaging instead of just white text on a black screen. You know? You could tell the care that went into this on the rock climbing wall, the kite. Johan was the Unlockables programmer, and I just got an achievement that said, "Thanks, Johan!" Nice touch. Gaston and Gregory. The camera and the little bath toys and the spool of yarn that led to the kite. Barbara's Yeti mask. The dreadful stories of Barbara Finch. Little bugs and cat ears for Molly. Melissa Fuss. That's a good name. Hey, I remember pointing out that asset before, the masks. Peachy's Peach Halves. All these lives that went into this. They were all children once too, you know? It's nice that you included the playtesters. Lots of people don't include the playtesters. Special thanks. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Sweetie crisps and Alvanos and the Chinese food. Dish boat detergent, the Edith team. Well, I appreciate it. All I have to tell you now is thank you for stopping by and at least making it all the way to the end. If you have any question to ask, I will answer the first person to ask me a question as honestly as I can. Just one. Only one question will be answered. Alright, well, that's all I've got. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next series. Be safe and make sure that you take care of yourself, alright? Bye now.